Hi, LaShawn Williams here. I just wanted to touch on the subject of how to determine the best MLM companies to join. Um, Honestly, if you talk to 10 different people from 10 different companies, every one of them is going to tell you their company is the best one to join. For the most part, a lot of times it's about good marketing that makes a company seem like it's the best one to join, but a lot of times they're not. Um, this is me down here in the lower right corner. Here's my website if you want to check that out later on after the video. But first, I would like to start by saying that what is going to determine the best MLM company to join? Number one, it's all about you. It's not really about the company. When I first got into network marketing, I was with a company and I actually wasn't doing too bad considering I didn't have any previous experience or very little previous experience. I was doing pretty good. But they had a system in place that involved a lot of home meetings. It involved a lot of three-way calls. It involved basically never having any kind of a life. And my main reason for getting into network marketing was to have freedom, not necessarily about the money. I did want the money, but it was more about the freedom that money brings, not really about the money itself. So I really had like zero life. I was constantly in meetings, constantly traveling, constantly on the phone. I had less time than I actually started with. So for me, that wasn't a very good company to join, but it wasn't necessarily because of the company. It was the system that they had in place. So the advice I give to everyone is to first start by thinking of what's important to you. Why did you get into network marketing? Or why are you thinking about getting into network marketing? And then make your decisions based around your personal goals first. So, to basically to save myself a lot of time because I'm constantly hearing offers every day, I came up with a list of features that a company has to have in order for me to join them. Your list might be different than mine, but I do recommend you come up with your own list because one is going to save you a lot of time looking at a bunch of businesses. There are literally thousands of them. And if you don't have a way of weeding some of them out before you look at them, you can really spend a lot of your time staring at videos all day and reading emails all day. So that was the main purpose for having it. But the other purpose for having it was to make sure I choose something that was really going to be good for me and my individual goals. Okay, now that being said, what's important to me? Okay, rule number one for me, it has to have residual income. If there's no residual income, I won't even take a look at it. Residual income simply means you continue getting paid for something that you did the work on once. For example, like with an insurance agent, they sell you the insurance one time, but every month that you renew that policy or every year that you renew that policy, they continue to collect payment on it. And that's really important because I don't know about you, but personally, I didn't get into this to continue working on my life. I got into it so I could work hard, build up a continuous income, and then retire early. That's something that's really important to me. And if your goal is to retire early, residual income is something that you're going to have. The second thing that it has to have for me is leveraged income. Now, a lot of people get residual income and leveraged income confused. The difference is that leverage means getting paid from not just your work, but other people's work too. For example, if you have a boss, your boss has leverage. The person that owns the company that you work for, they have leverage. They're not just getting paid from their efforts, they're getting paid from your efforts, your manager's efforts. If you are the manager, they're getting paid from your crew's efforts. So, and a lot of times that's really the big difference between rich people and poor people. If you think about it, rich people have multiple people putting money into their bank accounts. Poor people don't. Usually with poor people, the only person who's putting money in their bank accounts is themselves. Like Bill Gates, for example, billionaire. He is not the only person who puts money into his account. He has a lot of people working for him. Somebody like Vince McMahon, the CEO of wrestling, WWE wrestling, he has literally hundreds or even thousands of people putting money into his bank account. Every time a product sells, the person that bought it just puts the money into his bank account. So Leveraged income is really, really important if you ever expect to earn a six-figure income. Okay, next up on my list is a low buy-in with upgrades available. The reason I say a low buy-in is because a lot of times people don't have a lot of money to invest, and a lot of times if they do, they might not fully trust the system right away. And why do I say you have to have upgrades available? Think about it. Everything you've ever bought, think about all the infomercials you've purchased something from. Anything you purchased by phone or even over the internet, especially by phone, they usually always start with something low, say $20 to $50. And then there's this person on the telephone upselling you to stuff that costs 10 times that much. And a lot of people buy them. Not everybody, but a good portion of those people buy them. So if you don't have upgrades available, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. I can remember a few years back, actually more than a few years back, it was about 10 years ago. I was ordering something online. It was some kind of blender. I forgot what it was, the name of it, but it was some kind of really good blender. The blender wasn't that expensive, but by the time I got done talking to the lady on the phone, I had spent $220 altogether. The majority of that was in upsells. And it was only afterwards I realized, I'm like, wow, I just spent 220 on the darn blender. But the point is, it works if you really, really think about it. Having a product that starts low and then has upgrades available, that's the quickest way to generate a great deal of income. You make more money with less people. So that's why having a low buy-in with upgrades available is really important to me, and really it should be for you too. The question is, do you want to make $30 for each person you sign up, or would you rather make $30 and then let the system turn it into 300? That's really all it boils down to. Okay, the next thing on my own personal list is that it has high payouts. And it's really for the same reason why I want available upgrades. Um, you can make, say, $100 sale, and if you're only getting 20% of that, you just made $20. If you're getting 80% of that, you made $80. So say for instance, if your goal is to make $10,000 a month or whatever it is that you want to make, you can get there a lot faster. So the question is, do you want to get to your goals with 10 to 15 people, or do you want it to take 100 people? 10 to 15 sales, or would you rather it take 100 sales? Just seems like common sense to me. Okay, the next qualification that I look for is a valuable product. And my definition of a valuable product is it a product that I would continue to use and also continue to recommend even if there was no money for it, no money in it for me. So let's say we take all the money out of it. Is this product something that I would still say to you, you should be using this product, even if there was no money in it for me? That's really important. Can't sell junk. I'm not a good liar. If I'm selling something that I don't truly believe is worth buying, it shows. So that's it. This is my personal list of 5 qualifications a business has to meet in order for it to be considered the best MLM company to join. So you can feel free to use this list if you want to. If not, I still recommend you come up with your own. Again, my website address is right down here at the bottom. So feel free to check it out. There's also a link below this video, so you don't actually have to type that in. You can just click on the link if you want to. As of right now, I have only been able to find 2 companies that meet this criteria. I do promote one of them, so click the link below. Get in touch with me. I'll fill you in on everything we're doing. I'm LaShawn Williams. I'll see you on the other side.